Debbie and Carrie attend the funeral of Steve Miller in Tulsa and then meet privately with Denise, Steve's widow.
Thank you both for coming here. And as promised, here is the inheritance from Steve's estate. 2 checks for $1 billion each, one for me and Carrie and one for James. Yes. Our son Sean has already gotten his share, including the club that was once owned by your father and then taken over by Steve. James and I intend to use most of this money to keep our spaceship supplied and in good repair. I figured as much. Steve did fund your project from the beginning. I hope you remain highly successful with your missions. Debbie, let's head back to the town and consult with James on what our next mission should be.
Once we get the USS Sandy completely refueled and restocked with supplies of food and other necessities, we can proceed to launch it again.
What will be our destination this time?
I want us to be the first people to reach the planet Mars. If we succeed, we will be world famous, just as Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin became after they reached the moon.
That might take us a long time. We would have to quit our jobs before we leave Earth.
I think it will be worth it.
There are still people who are crazy enough to think the moon landings were faked, that no person has ever set foot on the moon.
We may always have crazy people among us. That doesn't affect reality, though. About a month later, the USS Sandy is ready for lunch again.
I have transferred ownership of the Tuscany Tavern to Jessica, freeing me to accompany you and the others on this trip.
Good. Your job will be to cook and serve food for all of us. Debbie will be our second in command, Carrie will be in charge of security, Richard will be science officer and navigator, Diana will be communications officer, Janet will be chief engineer, the robot will assist her, and Jen and Mac will assist in cooking and serving meals. Now, everyone take your positions, we will launch in a few minutes. And so half an hour later. Richard, report. All the ship systems are fully prepared for launch. We will launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Engaging.